Hello, 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 hello. This is Truth Be Told podcast. I'm your host, Britt. And today, y'all, we have episode number 91, How to
Hey,
Handle the End of the Year Stress with Mahogany Styles. How you doing today, boo-boo?
hello, world. I am feeling amazing. Hello, Miss Brittany. I'm excited to be here. I'm feeling good and just ready to have this discussion and enjoy a little truth be told today.
Yes. Well, first of all, I just want to say how beautiful you are. Shout out to Trey. Shout out to Trey. He's
Shout out to
always
my guy Trey,
networking.
always.
Yeah, he's always networking, putting people together. And so I'm definitely grateful for Trey the glue. Let me know where you're at. Tell the audience a little bit about yourself.
Okay, so I am based in Atlanta, Georgia right now, in the midst of the new Black Hollywood, supposedly. Originally from Rockland County, New York, but I've been in Atlanta for 16 years. So the A is home to me. I love the A. Shout out to everybody in Atlanta.
Definitely the home. 16 years.
Yeah, this
Wow.
is home now for sure. I'm
Okay.
looking to in 2025 definitely spread my wings a little bit further in the West Coast market. I almost made a massive move this year to LA. And
Okay.
sometimes life and the universe kind of has this way of kind of arranging things right time. So I'm on
Right.
divine
Right.
timing, and when the time is right, I will dibble and dabble bi-coastally on the West Coast too.
Yes, I love it. Keep doing you. You know when it's time for you to move. God will shift you. You are doing some amazing things in your city. Atlanta is the black city. I love and miss the East Coast. I'm from North Carolina. I stay in Houston now.
Okay.
So
I spent a year in
yes,
North Carolina. I spent a year in Charlotte, Winston, and Greensboro.
God, I lived in all three. So
Okay, girl, in 1 year.
yeah. So I get exactly how you feel talking to you even over Instagram. I was like, gosh, I wish she was here because your vibe is amazing. I love being around energetic people, like-minded people, people that just want to do better and lift each other up, especially as a black woman. We definitely gotta lift each other up.
Yes.
Yeah. So what are you doing in Atlanta? Cause you popping on Instagram. So tell us a little bit about what you're doing.
Man, I really do so much. And I actually just was having this conversation earlier. I saw a meme that was like, as a person who's multi-dimensional and multifunctional,
Hmm.
people always look at you like, dang, how do you do it all? It's impossible. You can't do all of those things. And I think a part of my life purpose is really being able to demonstrate, I guess, through my testimony and through my story and how I'm doing it, that it's very possible. And there's nothing wrong with being multifaceted and multidimensional.
I love it.
So that said, I am a hip hop recording artist, songwriter. I am an actress, host, media personality. I actually own a couple of businesses. I own Hippie Sticks. I'm the owner and founder of Hippie Sticks Co., which is a cannabis accessories lifestyle brand catered to the female enthusiast. I own a
Okay.
travel agency and a consultancy as well. And I'm also a mother. I'm a best friend. I'm a girl's girl. I'll put that in one of my hashtags today. I think it's important to just really start letting women out here know I'm really a girl's girl. I am about empowering women, being around other badass, like minded women doing amazing things and sprinkling their light into the world. I'm obsessed with that. And I really think that's at the core of all that I do. Why I have a cannabis brand catered to the female audience. Why my music is the stories of the women that I see around me. So I just love women, honestly. I just think we're so beautiful, and not just my magic, but just to watch other women sprinkle their magic and watch it, observe, be a part. I just love every bit of that. So I'm all of
Yes.
those things.
I love it. I love how you're showing the people of the world that we, especially, I'm gonna keep saying black women because I just feel like we rule the world. Um,
Yeah, and you.
we do. Like, I love a woman. Like you said, our women. of all shape, all sizes, trying to empower one another.
Yeah.
That does something to me just to be in a community of like-minded
I got
women.
goosebumps. I just got
Yes, well,
goosebumps.
we
Woo!
not hating on each other. We not talking about each other, girl. I'm in a community down here in Houston called Raise Your Spark. Shout out to your Kairos Diaz. She is
Yes.
amazing, and this group has changed me so much. Just bringing out more in me when you are around those type of people, those like-minded people, those that want to be more and encourage each other, because like you said, you're showing people that you are a hat of many, a hat of many. And so some people believe that women just can be at home, like back in the day, 1933, we sit at
All
home, we
right.
cook, we clean, we
All right.
take care of the man. But no, them days is gone.
New times. We can do it all. I think it's important to show women, because of our inner power and our
Mhm.
gifts that the creator has granted us with, we are superheroes. We do it all,
Mhm.
we touch it all. The world does not maneuver without women and the things that they do in this space. So I think it's important to empower others just through your own action, just being able to say,
Mhm.
hey, I am a mother, and shout out to me when I'm a mom, and I can be outside, and I
Right.
can be domesticated. I always get people that think I'm so career oriented, so they're surprised as heck when they figure out I actually have a domesticated side.
Mhm.
I can get submissive for the right man that's going to guide me. You know what I mean?
You
I'm
heard her. She
also
said the
seeing
right man.
the right man, okay? Submission for the right man. And just people are like, well, how are you a career woman? And you can mom, and you can hold your dude down. It's possible because I got that black girl magic on me.
That's
Hello.
right. That's right. Yes, yes, Mahogany. That's everything you're doing. Keep doing what you're doing. God's got a purpose for you. You're
Oh,
already shining. So just thank you. And thank you for coming on the show. I'm gonna keep saying. I was so intrigued when you responded. And then when I looked at your page, I was like, wow, like look who Trey is sending me. Like
yeah.
so you're amazing. I'm gonna keep telling you that the whole time while we talking.
Thank you. I appreciate it. On the interview I did recently, like us independent artists, we have to kind of hear that validation because it gets really difficult out here. This is not a industry that is for the weak or the faint of hearts.
Yeah.
And we do need that validation. You know what I mean? It's when I'm feeling discouraged or I'm feeling down or I'm like, dang, I picked the hardest route. I know it's going to be worth it, but dang, why I picked the hardest route? And it's in those moments where these type of words just keep me motivated, keep me going, keep me grinding. I know that it's people supporting me, and people that do see the light and see me. And so those are the people I got to do it for. You know what I mean? So that's why I keep
Right.
pushing through those tough moments.
I love it. I
We
love
need
it.
that. Thank you. I'm so grateful. Thank you.
I thought this topic would just be great. You know, we at the end of the year. Everybody got things going on. Some people stressed. They ready for a new year. And I just thought that everybody needs some type of encouragement or just motivation to let them know that where they are is okay.
Yeah.
So I did want to bring up like 5 steps or 5 key points that I'm going to talk about, and it's nothing that you can't spit back out to me about how to end the year stress.
I love it.
One of the steps that I was going to mention was about easing expectations.
Okay,
Let's talk about that real quick.
let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. I couldn't wait to get to this conversation because I'm living that right now.
Okay.
So, for me, and what I knew I was going to bring to this conversation is I suffer horribly from seasonal depression and
Me
holiday
too.
depression. I'm an
Me too.
individual, I can be enthusiastic and energetic and out there all of the other days that aren't
Mm-hmm.
a holiday. But come time
Mm-hmm.
for holiday and just the pressure around it, I struggle. And I think a lot of people also feel how I feel, and kind of the extra added pressure of the holidays and the expectations, whether that is spend time with family members, maybe spend time with family members you don't necessarily want to be spending time with,
That part.
friends that you don't want to necessarily be spending time with. For me, I like to spend the holidays out the way. I love a holiday where, especially at Christmas, because I do suffer from the seasonal depression, love a holiday where I could just not see anybody and order takeout and just stay in the crib and watch movies, not Christmas movies, like, and just do something just totally opposite of the holiday. But
Right.
My sister, who is an avid holiday celebrator, she always does it
Okay.
super big. She's been doing the 20 days of Naughty Elf on her
I
social media. Shout out to
love
my sister
her.
Naya Blair at Blair Naya on Instagram. But she's just super into the holiday season. So this year she had to talk me into, she's like, please. I'm like, girl, after Thanksgiving, I am good. I seen y'all. And we live close by. I'm like, why can't we just do Taco Tuesday just for a random Taco Tuesday? And she's like, it's really important, sis. We have kids now, and we need to start building the tradition for our kids. So when she put it in perspective for me
She
like
right.
that, I kind of have to tuck my challenges to the side for the sake of my daughter to ensure that she does have all of those important memories that, I had growing up as a kid. So I have had to tuck some of that, and I don't really feel the holiday spirit, and tuck some of that to the side. And to be
Right.
honest, being able to do that for my kid, it makes it not so difficult. But the reality is, it's still a challenge. It's still something that I have to actively, consciously maneuver around through the holiday. You know what I mean? And I think a lot of people experience that. It is a lot of pressure. The
It is
gifts,
definitely
you got to make sure you do your big one for your children.
right.
Show up to all of the gatherings. I done been to 19 trillion holiday parties, functions. This week at my daughter's school, every single day of the week this week was something specific that I had to buy or prepare or organize for each day of this week. So it's a lot, especially when you do a lot of things already. It's a lot.
Yes, that is definitely a lot. I love how you talked about your sister, and I love how she is very joyous. I love that because you need people around you like that when you go through seasonal depression, and she
Yeah.
understands the value of family traditions, especially since now, well, for my family, I can say, and most people, big mamas are going, they're leaving, they're
Yeah.
passing
She said, we
away.
the aunties now.
Yeah, we the aunties, we the aunts, we the new, and then our mamas and them are the new big mamas. And I ain't talking about your mama, but my mama ain't no big mama, so she still want to be outside.
She
She
want to be
not going,
outside. She a glam mama, okay?
girl. Exactly. You talking about big mama, girl? My grandma was my mama, like, and so not having that anymore, I can
Yeah.
tell you definitely take just tuck it in, like you said, breathe, whatever you got to do, blow you some, whatever it is
Yep.
that you do, just to indulge in that family tradition, because when it's gone, you gonna miss it. Like
Yep.
I miss being around my crazy mama side of the family. Like my grandma, she been gone for it'll be 5 years in January.
And you
So
see how when grandma goes, then the family spreads, kind of further and further, and then we lose the traditions and the culture around all
yeah,
of that. Them were the days for us.
yeah,
And so we
those
do have
were
to continue it on, but it's a different dynamic, different beast. We on technology now. Before
right.
we used to all pile into the living room where they put the kids in that one room in the back while the adults start to turn up
Yes,
after part
girl,
of the
you
day.
remember? Wait a minute, you remember? I don't know if y'all did it. Y'all probably did it. Y'all in the back, we in the back, the kids in the back. Then you come to the front of the living room, and then you do a dance or something like that for the family. Girl, my family was big on that. They would
And
send
then
us
go on ahead back in the room when you finish.
when you
Entertain us and then go
finish.
on ahead back in the room with them kids.
Yeah, it was definitely like that. So easing expectations, whether you have a whole agenda of things to do and you don't get it done, or you can't go to that birthday party, or you can't go to that holiday party, whatever it is on your agenda, sometimes you got to kind of slow it down,
Hmm.
and just look at what you're doing. I know my husband, he tells me this all the time. Like today, I've been sick all this week, girl. I don't even know where this cold, where all this coming from, but Houston is so
Healing and
bipolar,
wholeness.
girl. Houston is so bipolar. I'm like, oh my gosh, like I got to get it together. But I was telling him some of the things that was going on the weekend, and he's looking at me and he's like, why? Why
It's
are
the
you?
weekends. Like,
Yeah,
why is it jam packed?
why are you trying to do so much? Like, and then you don't feel good. So then you're gonna go, then you're gonna feel worse. And everything he was saying was making sense, but girl, I still didn't want to hear him. So
Yeah, that's how we do ourselves. You see how we do ourselves? And I try to do the same thing. This weekend, my calendar was supposed to be cleared. I just went and added one thing to the calendar that I know is going to eat a good portion of the day. But
Okay.
again, tucking my feelings to the side, making sure now it's school break. So you got to make sure that the little ones are set, their calendar is filled up so they don't drive you crazy over the
Girl,
holiday break.
I'm
But
gonna
other
send
than that,
all
I'm
three
going
of
to
mine to
chill.
yours. I'm gonna send my three to you.
Okay. You need a break. You sound like you need a break in a moment, and you probably would still be doing stuff.
Girl, when I tell you that that's another thing that I miss, like my grandmother, she was the one who breaks, summer breaks, girl, I'm shipping them. And they be first thing smoking. I bye, love you,
There
see
they
you
go.
later.
See you in August.
Right, that part. But my next number two, when we're talking about how to end, when we're talking about how to manage end of the year stress, you've been saying it all this time. Out of the box stuff, having fun. What
Yeah.
does that look like for you at the end of this year?
Yeah. So I will say in all of the busy, it has probably been the most fun month for me this month of December. And that's the fun part about the month is that there is all this buzz. You don't even have to go look for the buzz. The buzz is just coming your way because there's so much activity going on. And I
Mhm.
think that that's beautiful. But what I've spent some time thinking about this week, knowing this interview was going to come up, I think it's important to tuck a little you time to the side, whether that's a massage or a facial or just a quiet time with you and your book. I think it's important to, while we're spending time with all these other folks, just to take a little bit of you time to the side just for yourself. So you
Right.
yourself can enjoy the holiday and just the peace of the holiday and what that means for you, the individual.
I love how you put self care in there because that was another one that I was going to talk about. So
Oh,
you just putting it together. It's
okay.
very important to put yourself first. A lot of us sometimes can be people pleasers. We are, depending on what type of person you are, you're always trying to do things for other people, and then you self sabotage yourself
Hmm.
in the meantime, and then when you do that you feel empty. So how can you pour from an empty glass if you're not taking care of yourself first? And I
Hmm.
am bad about it. I preach about it, I talk about it, but I don't always do it. It's I think it's because I have always been programmed not to do it. And so
Uh,
And so it's hard sometimes to unlearn those behaviors that you've known for your 30 plus years,
yeah.
and understand, like, hey, tell her no, she can't go. Because, like, my oldest, she drives me crazy. Like, she's 17, girl. She
Oh, she
thinks
want to go here,
she want
there,
to go
and
everywhere.
everywhere in
She want to
between.
go everywhere, and everything is all about her. I'm like, you ain't the only one in this house, and I'm not ripping and running for you everywhere. If it's no, it's no. Don't
The
try to go to
teenager is
him,
like, what do you mean? My mom used to tell me no just to slip in the no. Like, you're not finna be going every single weekend. At
girl.
17, you're not finna be gone every weekend, all day, all night
No,
long, every weekend. Sometimes she would just slip in the no to create the balance, just like you're doing
exactly.
for your daughter. Sometimes it's about balance.
Exactly. That's what I keep trying to tell her too. She thinks I'm hard on her, or I'm old school. I am a little old school, Mahogany. I
That's
ain't gonna
okay.
lie.
We need
Like,
it
I
so
ain't
we
gonna
can
lie.
maintain some of them principles and rituals that our parents raised us on.
Okay, because I told her, I said, girl, I was having sex at 14. I had you at 19. What are you talking about? I
Right.
had boys, including your daddy, at my house. My mama knew what we was doing. Come on. Like,
I'm gonna keep it a stack.
girl, ain't no boys coming over here. Like,
Yeah.
for what? Because I don't even want to watch y'all. So I'm not about to sit up in here and
I
watch
had
you
to
in here.
double watch you and a little boy in here.
Girl, nah, I ain't that mama. They be trying me though. My cousin and them, they always be like, she gonna be a preacher kid and go to college and get wild. I said, well, if that's what she decides to do, then that's what she decides to do. I think I've raised an extraordinary girl. She's better, way better than I was at her age.
There you go.
So I just want her to get out there, go to school, get some type of. And you don't even have to go to school. You need a trade. But I
Trade.
told her you got to do something. It ain't no
Hmm.
just. Girl, it ain't no graduating high school and then that's it. No, ma'am. What's next? Like,
I tell my daughter, and the cute face ain't gonna only get you but so far. So you
no.
have you have to do something.
Yes,
And
let's
she's
talk about
5.
these Barbies a little bit. I love y'all. I'm not hating. I promise I'm not hating because my boo is a Barbie, and I'm always like like egging her on because she's beautiful. She has a beautiful soul, but she's a damn Barbie. Like, and I used to be like, girl, ain't nobody gonna always give you this, do this, and do that because you look good.
Right.
Like, no. And I don't want a man that's going to think that I need his money to do
Correct.
X, Y, Z. See, my mama didn't teach me like that. My mama
Same.
taught,
We got the
girl,
same mama. Is we sisters for real? Because my mama was definitely on that. And she's old school, married to my dad. They're 30 plus years married, then been through up, down, and everything in between. But
right.
my mom raised me to be very self sufficient. And I
Yeah.
had heard a story where I seen a mom tell her daughter, "Oh, if you're going to go out with a man, don't bring no money with you." And I heard that and it just like raised the hair on my skin because it was like, so you finna tell her to leave herself at risk and vulnerable that if that man decides he don't want to do what he committed and said he was gonna do, now she SOL and stranded on the
Right.
side of the road because you told her don't go out the house with no money. And I was like, oh, moms really do teach this. And I was just so blown away because my mom did not teach me that even as a married woman 30 plus years. I just never heard.
Girl, my mama told me the same thing when I got married. Like she
See?
said, and it's crazy, girl. We got the same mama
I said,
because
we must be sisters for real.
we got the same mama because she demonstrated that to me growing up. So
Mm,
even after me getting married, and my husband is not a billionaire, he's
mhm.
not a millionaire. Like, so I do have to work, even if he did make a certain amount of money, I still would work because
Yeah,
what I do see in seasons where I haven't worked and he's doing this and he's doing that, the control switches up a little
the
bit.
dynamic, no
The
matter how
dynamic.
people try to and that's what I never want anyone to fully be responsible because at any given moment, and you hear the story all of the time, oh boy can turn around and decide he don't want to do that no more. Now your
Exactly.
sponsorship has expired. You don't got no game plan, no money, no side money, because you've just been so reliant on this individual for whatever period of time. I just personally never want to find my own self in that situation. I think my mom kind of taught me that and demonstrated that as well. And that's definitely something I'm going to teach my daughter, but I also want my
Yes.
daughter to lean into her soft side as well, which my mom did
Yeah.
not teach me.
No, but I love that. I love how you paused because yes, there is a balance. You
Yeah.
don't want to go out here and be like you don't need a man, or
Yeah.
you, oh yeah, or you're out here and you're like paying all the bills and this man sitting right under
At
you.
home, right? We didn't say
And
that neither. Now,
I done been there. Like I'm not even about to sit up
I
here and act
have
like it.
too. I'm
Yes,
not
I
gonna
have.
keep it cute,
And I tell my husband all the time, like, I love you to death. Sometimes it's going to be 80, 20, 50, 50, 30, 70, whatever it is.
but we
But at
got
the
to
end of the
split this
day,
thing up some way somehow. I
eh,
love it.
girl, at the end of the day, you still going to be my provider, my protector, the head of the household. So make sure you hear that loud and clear.
Okay. Hey, husband.
Hey, boo boo. He over here shaking his head, girl. He done walked away. But But so, okay, so we talked about easing expectations. We talked about having fun. We
Yep.
even put in self
Self
care.
care.
Another thing I've talked about is managing your mindset. I believe that's the last one I'm going to talk about. Managing
Ooh.
your mindset. I believe going into 2025, it is
Mm-hmm.
so important to monitor what you are doing, who you are around, what you watching, what you eating, because energy is everything to me. Like
Mm-hmm.
I feel it as soon as I come in the room, Mahogany. Like I just know. And sometimes I'm like, wait, whoa, what was that? Like what's going on? What is going on up in here?
Mm-hmm.
And when you get in those environments, depending on the type of mindset you have, depending on how you're gonna work the room. So tell us a little bit about what it is to you at the end of the year dealing with stress, how to manage your mindset.
I love what you just hit on. So I have had the opportunity, I was saying just the last quarter of 2024 to really reflect, spend time with myself, sit in where I've been, what 2024 has looked like, and then what I want 2025 to look like. And so, talking about managing a mindset, it also has to do with habits. And I also believe that you open up portals. You are very responsible for what your universe looks like as well, based on what you feed your universe.
Mhm.
And so let me share a testimony story with y'all. In I have spent a great deal of my life watching ID channels. So I am a crime buff enthusiast. I know every daggone case in the history of the United States, serial killer related. I am not one to play. I'll tell you dates, names, all of it, evidence, all of it. And I spent a lot of time at nighttime watching and indulging in that type of thing. And so, end of Q4 now, I've
Mhm.
changed my habits. So when I am compelled to want to go throw on ID channel, because it's like mindless TV that's just on
Right.
in the background. When I want to do that, I have now changed my habit, and I have now spent that time and replaced the time with guided meditation.
Love
And so
it.
that has opened up the portal for me in the other way around from what I just described. So this last stretch of the year, where everyone has said 2024 has been like one of the toughest years of their life,
Mhm.
I'm responsible for my shift for 2025. So you got to
Exactly.
change them habits in
Right.
order to get that mindset right, in order to keep pouring. And it's a cyclical
Mhm.
thing.
I love that you said that. I love how you replaced your habit. You knew that one of those habits that you was doing as far as watching the television, even though it wasn't a bad channel, because you learned so much from it, you knew it was just endless, endless,
Yeah.
endless. And so it's like, okay, let me go ahead and get off of that and let me start meditating. How has meditating changed you, or what have you learned from it this far?
Oh my goodness, I love this question. So I have taken yoga classes, meditation classes, all kinds of things. And I, for years, have been an individual that wanted to be proactive in yoga and meditation, but I always had blockage. But I've been my own blockage, is what I'm learning and understanding. And so intrusive thoughts kind of like prevented me from kind of like really dialing in and tapping in. And again, it's a mindset and a discipline thing.
Ooh, you
And
said
you
it.
got to really create the habit. So what they say, it take 30 days to make a habit or whatever. You have to
Yeah.
proactively and consciously make a decision and say, okay, I'm going to build this habit. No matter how the first day, 2 days, 3 days, week, 2 weeks goes, it always ends up that once you formulate the habit, it just gets easier and easier and easier. And so I've been able to now dial into being in tune with oneself in order to stop intrusive thoughts and really be able to dial into me in order to hear myself. So
Oh,
that's what meditation
gosh.
has looked like for me. And now I can say I'm an avid meditator, and that's a part of my
Hey.
lifestyle now.
Okay. You putting another hat on, you'll probably end up doing something again soon.
I mean, I have gifts. There's gifts in my family. My mother is highly intuitive. She a monster. Like she
Oh, wow.
her intuition is on swole. So I've seen the goddesses in my family.
So it's already in you.
It's already in me,
It's
yeah. So,
already
but I
there.
look forward to seeing the manifestation and how I develop. Like I'm nowhere near them queens in my family, like in any capacity as far as gifts yet. But I
Yeah.
think I look forward to just the journey. Even talking about the meditation, that's a part of the story and the journey, and like what is yet to come for me being able to
Right.
dial into my gifts. That's exciting.
I just love it. I love how we're ending it with how to, manage your mindset, because that is something big that I focus on this channel. I focus on mental health, healing, and real life conversations. I love kitchen talk. I
Love it.
love getting on here and just chit chat, and but also talking with a purpose.
Mm,
No, I'm not a therapist. No, I'm not nothing with the license. But my journey speaks for where I'm at today, just like your journey. Our journey tells us and can relate to other people how
yes.
to manage the end of the year stress. When
Yes.
you were talking about a habit and it takes 30 days to either form a habit or break a habit, girl, you hit it on the nail. I am a big pothead smoker, a big one.
So am I.
And I am trying to stop so bad. Like if my people was on here, they would be laughing at me. They were like, Brittany, you've been smoking since you was 14. Girl, I've been
Me and you
smoking
got the
since.
same story, girl. We have the same. You just said 14 2 times, girl, and we is in alignment on the 14. What you, girl?
I'm telling you, and it's not nothing. I'm not talking bad about nobody who smokes, you know. And shout out to What the Shit podcast. He's
What
on
up
here.
with the
And
shit?
yes, and you know Trey Glue on here. He don't popped in, so
Hey,
shout out to you
Trey.
too. But the reason why I want to stop is because I feel like it's taken over a little
Mhm.
bit to the point to where, like, I guess because I'm getting closer to God too. No, I'm not like holy thou sanctified. I don't think I'll ever be like that. I'm not.
It's a journey.
It's
It's a
just a, yeah,
process.
it's my journey, like, and I'm not trying to be like nobody else but me. And so I feel like as God keeps convicting me, he's
Hmm.
telling me, Brittany, put that weed down, like,
Hmm.
put the just to clear your mind, you
Yeah.
know. You get clarity.
Yeah.
You can hear things better when you're focused. I think this end of the year is so much overstimulation for
Mm.
everybody. That's where that stress coming from. Because then when you be on social media, then you strolling, then you looking at Susu and Boo Boo, and they married and they done went on 20 lamb trips, but
Mm.
you don't know in the background that he done cheated and
Yep.
XYZ. He got a baby over here in the corner. So this I'm saying, like, you know, we glorify what's on social media.
Yeah.
Not knowing that some of these people that we do follow, or not even not knowing some of these people, all these people are regular people. We all have blood that bleeds red.
Yes.
So it's just that God put them in a different, you know, a different purpose for what they're doing, whether they're rapping, whether they're a motivational speaker, a teacher. We need people in different avenues to just keep going. Um, I love this journey I'm on, Boo. I love what God has me. I love where we're going. I think 2025 is going to be so amazing. What is something else that you can say to the audience when we're talking about how to manage the end of the year stress? What is something that you would like to share?
I got you. I just have to touch on what you just said. I love,
Okay.
Brittany, that you said it's for you.
Yeah.
So, also, just like during the holidays, we got to give ourselves grace and set clear
Mhm.
expectations and be okay that the expectations may change or flow or adjust. That's the same thing. I'm encouraging you to give yourself grace. If you've been doing something for 14 years, it's going to take a little while for that to light switch to just flip on and off. So
Right.
the fact that you want to do that for you, I think is really beautiful. And I actually just decided like cannabis is a part of my culture and my lifestyle. Not only am I a partaker and do I enjoy it, I also enjoy
Right.
the culture and the lifestyle. That's what I chose to do professionally as well. But I decided in Q4 now, kind of now that I have
Yeah.
this meditation, I can see clearer, I can hear the universe clearer. Every year going forward, I'm not gonna quit smoking. I'm probably not never gonna quit smoking, but what I
Yeah.
am going to commit to is a 30-day no smoking retreat for myself every year. And I
Okay.
get to decide what month that's gonna be, when I'm gonna do it, and I get to decide that. So I'm encouraging you to stay on your journey, but to give yourself grace. Please give
I
yourself
love
grace.
it. Thank
It's
you, Boo.
okay.
Thank you.
Yeah, give
Before
yourself
I
grace. And God
end,
gonna keep you on the journey despite the up and down and bumping how you get there. He's still gonna lead you to where you're going, regardless of that. But listen now, don't ignore the word. And then as far as just wrapping up end of the year, stress and managing it, I think again, stay true to you and kind of, try not to fall into the capitalism of the holidays and just really like show up for the holidays for the things that's important, the family, loving and reflecting on yourself and your year that you had and the year upcoming. I think that that's really important, and just loving on just yourself as well as the people that you care about also.
yes,
And
I
that's what
love
I
it. I
do.
love it. I love it. One more question. If you
Yeah,
were talking to a 14-year-old Mahogany today, what would you say to her?
girl, you picked the 14-year-old
I
one too.
know.
I would tell her that she possesses all of the power in the world, and that whatever her story looks like and whatever she wants it to look like, she has the power to be able to paint that story.
Oh, I love it. Well, I just want to say to you, Mahogany, looking back at 14-year-old you, You are doing it. You are doing it. She is very proud of you. Whatever it was that she was going through, that confidence, when we're 14, 15, going, it's so much things we're going through.
Mhm.
So she is definitely patting you on the back today and say, "Go girl, we ain't done yet, but go girl." But yeah, so y'all, before we sign out, if you're new to this channel, please go like, share, and subscribe to Little Old Truth Be Told podcast. Y'all, I'm trying to grow. Go hit that button. Go also. I need you to tell us, Mahogany, where you are located at on social media and how we can connect with you.
Y'all connect with me at Mahogany Styles with the Z on all platforms. I always say, like, when I share my social media, like, tap in with me, talk to me nicely, but I talk back. So reach out, get connected. 2025 is definitely the year of collaboration. So if you're looking to
Yes.
collaborate, if you're looking to book me, if you're looking for me to show up for your positive cause, hit me up, reach out. Let's work at Mahogany Styles on all platforms. Connect.
Oh, I love it. I love it. I love it. Okay, boo boo. We are signing out with episode number 91, Truth Be Told podcast. How to end the year and manage stress. You guys have a good evening.
Peace, love, and light,
Bye,
guys.
boo boo.